was very busy getting my house in order. As you guys know, I recently moved to Texas and been dealing with a lot of stuff. New job, new place, new house, new everything. You get something new. So, you guys know when you're transitioning, even though I moved in the 7th, I'm still dealing with repairs and transferring plates, and oh my god, I'm so tired. So I had to take the last 2 days to get rid of I can only get stuff done over the weekends. During the week, it's kind of hard for me to do so, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm in 9 to play. I did get the PlayStation set up, my updated Wi-Fi set up. Hopefully, there's better internet. I was on Spectrum router and it was terrible. And I'm back on my router, and it should be moving a lot smoother. I still cannot see my chat. My phone recently died, so I'm charging it up. So if you do not see me responding to your answers...
A hearty Mahakam welcome to you.
What an honor! Even the arbalists salute us with cocked quarrels.
Oh, that, well. An ounce of prevention saves a slag heap of trouble.
Let me loot your shit right in front of you. Does it seem a lot to loot in here? Oh, wow. This is really nice. What's going on over here? Yeah, I'm eating Cheerios, so what about it?
None too shabby as views go, eh?
Were it not for the howling wind, I'd make a sketch.
I mean, I kind of agree with him on that. I mean, it's a beautiful sight. It's just, it's cold as fuck. Let's get out of here. Alright. Anything new? Yep. Oh, wow. 17. Alright. So technically you have to build up a lot of your stuff on the first couple of levels because it's not a lot to loot here. Let's see. How big is this map? I love the art style of this. This is so cool. Battling a troll.
Meve rode slowly, her surroundings interesting to her ears keen to take in the cacophony of sounds. The sharp whistle of wind rushing past towering peaks, the squeak of wagon wheels rolling over frozen snow, and the roar of beasts.
What the... I dare not venture a guess.
Gabor scratched his chin.
An ice troll. Or one of them Barbie Gazer pajamas.
These beasts, are they tame? As the dragon?
Not in your life. Fierce horsens, every last one of them. Spring cleaning year past, 1 year bit my arm clear off.
The Queen's brow rose in a silent inquiry.
All right. You don't quite ken the context. Each spring, with the melting of the snows, a good bit of that filth comes out the ground. That's when Brother Hoog summons all dwarves for spring cleaning. We cut down as much of the filth as we can, and that means relative calm the rest of the year.
Out of the corner of her eye, Meve noted a dark shape darting between rock formations. Calmly, she drew her sword and brandished it a time or two to warm up her stiff arms.
Seems it is our lot to assist you with this cleaning. Lyrians, arms at the ready. Prepare to fight.
Let's see. For a great many years, Mahakam was closed off to the outside world. When elf kings began their land. Desperate push to drive men from the lowlands, the dwarves slammed shut the passage to the mountainous realms. Okay, for good reason. centuries they waited. Only when the slaughter in the valleys below subsided did they once again open their gates. The dwarves referred to this as the Great All-Ring Out. Do not let Thronebreaker die. Eliminate the Shalimar. Hint in one fell swoop. Okay. Story battle, special rules, story battle. Okay. One fell swoop. What I can do with it.
Stop standing around like corns on a toe! Get to work!
Alright. What do I going on here? Okay, do not let him die. Awesome. Every 3 turns on your start, randomly damage enemies by a portion of Shalimar's current armor. They move to the other row. If on melee row, damage the highest enemy, but if on melee row, that would be the front row. Damage the highest enemies by this unit's current armor. Okay, so 6. Okay, if on the range row, damage the lowest enemy by this unit's current armor. Okay. Then set the armor to 8. Okay, so attacking it directly doesn't do me any good. Put in my pop out.
Watch out! It's rolling our way!
Okay, that's not good.
You got some splaining to do.
As the wails of speared Shalimars died down, the crowd of Mahakaman infantry parted. A dwarf stepped forth, grey as a snowfox, wrinkled as a prune. He walked with difficulty, supporting himself on a battle-axe, its 2 heads dripping blood.
This would be our elder-in-chief, Brúvar Hugh.
He's seen shit.
And who might your guests be, Gabor? Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, and her associates in court.
My regards, Elder. I come...
You come for something. Coin's my first wager.
Fighting bodies my second. Well, what is it you want? I'm on in the years, aye, but I'm not gone dotty. Tja, you menfolk. You got to fall on hard times to remember us dwarves.
I've come with a design in mind, I cannot deny. But hear me out and you shall see.
She's armed! Gabor! Why the devil did you let her in here like that? And without a sack o'er her head!
She has the leaden ring, Elder.
A gift from a king.
From Demavend, lassie, I ken that already. Trust a man, give him something of value, and he'll go and give it away as easy as a street whore gives away nubs. It's a good thing he didn't pawn it. Sons of humans.
Jesus. Okay, I'm not gonna pull out my rank because I need his help, but I don't want to come across as weak.
You interrupt me. I'm not accustomed, for you see, I am a queen.
That's so. For I've heard you were stripped of crown and title some time past. Not so much a queen no more. Nay, don't you fear, tidings of that sort reach us here too.
Her Majesty was shamefully betrayed, 'tis true. Yet the unified throne of both realms remains hers, as the laws hold.
Laws, schmaws, shite and bare paws. I ken well the kind of respect you human folk accord your laws. We've signed pacts, treaties a many o'er the years, and each time but a couple of years had pass afore you shattered all the terms.
Yep. They also live a long life versus humans, so unfortunately, even though they make a peaceful treaty with one group, once the next generation comes in, they're like, what's the fucking point of this? And it just goes away. And he's got a long memory.
Now, on a normal day, I'd have you all thrown clear out of this land I love. But you've the leaden ring, and that grants you the right to hospitality. And here, in Mahakam, laws and rights are sacred. You may stay in the pass long as you wish. Young Zigrin'll serve as your guide. And once you've tired of the mountains, well, you ken the way down into the valleys. I bid you farewell.
My Lord Elder, with all due respect, we came to your aid. We smote the beasts with you, yet...
And who the demons is this one?
Count Reynard Odo.
Ho ho, Odo, Lodo, Bodo! Now, you listen and listen well. We didn't ask for aid, and you know why? 'Cause I've my dignity. Not like some. Mates and wenches! Spring cleaning's done, beast culling's over. Mount Carbon beckons us home. Follow me!
Your Grace, be not dismayed. We will find a way.
Manage we shall, true. Though damned if I know how. We have none other to whom we can turn, no other land where we can flee.
Let us convene in council, Your Grace. Consider together what's to be done. We've yet Redania, Temeria.
Your Grace, might I draw you aside a wee moment for a jabber?
Reynard, please excuse me. Well, what is it you want?
I ken the Elder-in-Chief dinna make a good first impression.
And the second? Is it any better?
To be quite frank, no. I'll try elsewise. Not all's lost, trust me. Brewer's a stubborn goat, no doubt about it. But a goat to be persuaded. And I happen to ken how.
The selfless impulse to help. I don't believe it exists. So before you describe how you aim to aid me, be kind enough to explain why you wish to do so. Unsolicited, mind you, and clearly against your elder's wishes.
A query of my own to answer yours. Do you ken when Brotherhood last strode down the mountains into your lowlands?
Do you ken when...
I know not. While King Sambuk sat on the throne?
Point of fact, never. Hugh was born here and he'll die here, like most Mahakaman dwarves. Whereas I'm a frequent visitor in your human lands. Been an emissary to royal courts, trade guilds, mummers, troops, and I've eyes. I can see all the rubbish goes on between yous. Nilfgaard's insatiable. The Blackclads will not stop till they've put the whole continent neath their boot. From Ophir in the south to the Dragon Mountains in the north.
Fact.
Gods forbid they grip all the Nordlings' realms in their vice. 'Cause then we'll have their hordes all round, controlling all the trade routes, supply lines, diversions even. And then they'll control terms and prices. Ooh. We dwarves have never been on a lead, let alone a short one.
So, even though Nilfgaard might not be willing to fight with them directly, if they're controlling all the paths and all the commerce, they will still start controlling the dwarves, and they don't like that. Dwarves don't like to be told what to do, it, especially not by humans.
So, in short, we'll all be better off with the Blackclads back across the Yaruga. And I've seen your grace. Seen you in battle. You've brawn and bite, and with the right support, you can drive them back. I ken that well.
Very well, I'm all ears. What must we do to spur Brotherhood to aid us?
I might start with the thorn in our side that are beasts. A bigger thorn than most expect. See, in our never-ending search for gold, we dug deep, too deep, and reached abysses where monsters are born, or however they come to be. Soon as it turns a bit warmer, they crawl out to feed, and there's more every year. What you saw there, the spring cleaning, that's just light yearly upkeep. It dinna go at the source of the blight. Every spring we cull enough so we can live and trade and mine normal-like. But there are corridors in the upper valleys midst the peaks, where more lie waiting to pounce. So many, there's settlements that have done been abandoned.
I still fail to see how this relates to myself and Bruver.
Your Majesty, slay the beasts down to their last, and you'll win the hearts of the clans. All of them. And with the clans behind you, why, the Elder will have no choice. He'll bend an ear, treat you serious. You got two sites through which beasts swarm in great numbers. There's Davor's Abyss, and an abandoned underground settlement called Burr's Rump. Destroy those, collapse the corridors, problem solved.
You colour the solution as simple and known. Why has Brotherhood not gone at the matter?
Because he's old.
You must learn one thing about us dwarves of Mahakam. Customs, traditions, why, we're obsessed. Goes thrice for Bruver. The Elder deliberates weeks on end. And that's in considering if we shouldn't wear suspenders, 'cause they might be through outside, and should thus be forbidden. We've a set of laws, the Four Dwarves Codex. One of its tenets says, dare ye not close a corridor once oped. So, no self-respecting dwarf can nor will do it. But you're free out with. The laws dinna apply. You've a free hand in sealing the corridors from which the beasts come. Collapse them, flood them, I dinna ken, but solve the grief once and for all.
Now the question is, will he appreciate it? Because he just told her, the king himself told her, you know, their laws are sacred, but he did not say that it applied to her.
And this, 'twould suffice.
I believe it would. But find you other ways to win the heart of a clan or Bruver himself. Do so. Can he bring no harm?
All this sounds rather toilsome, yet I do favour this to losing another moon seeking out a court where we would at first be welcomed, only later to hear another rebuke. You've my gratitude, Gabor. You've shown me a way. Very well. Let us think on these beasts. See what's to be done.
let's see where we're heading to.
I've come to the conclusion your Elder-in-Chief is not fond of guests.
Fond? That's near the quarter of it. He hates them with seething passion. But you're damned lucky.
Why's that?
Let you in, didn't he?
Quiet, wench. You'll scare the fish off.
Heck of a dwarf, don't give a shit. Oh, okay, let's see. My queen. Their bodies of dwarven miners trapped beneath the ice, like swallowed by the river. It's too late for them now, but their equipment is recoverable. The bear mine should any fall in, this freeze to death will blink of an eye. Well, at least it's a flash death. Yeah, sure. Shall we? Oh, there's a letter looking for it. Alright, let's see what's in here. Dear guests, to make your stay in Makaham a merry one that doesn't end with you rolling down a cliff in a barrel. Do us all a favor and stick to these rules written by me, Elder-in-Chief. Do not go sticking your nose in other affairs. You fundled it, you buy it. Don't question our laws. Get out as quick as you can and don't bother me. That is amazing. I like this dwarf. I like him. He's a Braccio Coop. Okay, so right here we already have one encounter. So let's manage to take care of this. Elder Hog once instructed by the Secretary Groman to prepare a list of all the caves, caverns, and grottos in Malcolm. None even learned why such information had become a priority for the Elder-in-Chief. Perhaps Bourbon needed the record for a highly secretive task, and perhaps he had simply fallen into a sour mood and wished to bring the Secretary down with him. In any case, the census of Mahakab underground caverns was never completed for Roman. Had disappeared without a trace. None ever discovered his true fate, yet the bones that continue to pile up and gather dust at the threshold of Makaham Darken's caves serves well enough to spark one's imagination. This is a pretty battle.
Fear not! We shall achieve our goal!
Okay, what is this? Every turn on your start, increase counter by 1 and damage random enemies by 2. Death Wish, multiply this unit counter by 3 and damage a unit. Let's do some damage. this turn, egg spawn 1. This is getting ugly.
Hey? But I do need to terminate some stuff in the field.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
So every egg just pretty much... Okay, I should just leave the fucking eggs alone.
When will you ever learn?
Okay, if I use this... It's gonna damage my highest by 15. Oh, it's not a good card to have.
Give me a target.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah, this is high die. Unfortunately. Who's my dude and who's theirs? Shot myself in the foot. Lost my round. Okay.
Arbalist at your command.
I've hit the white of an eye from half a league away.
armor won't say.
Bigger they are, easier they are to tuck.
Restart this battle. Yeah, this one. This card kind of shot me.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
One bolt I
Oh, shit. Let's see. Damage a random enemy by 2 if under Biting Frost, damage by 4 instead. Repeat this ability whenever a snow wolf ally appears. Okay. That is kind of nasty. So, if I do this, I can take both of them out, but then a harpy will appear.
We'll catch 'em all! The chase is on!
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Why's he not bringing anything out? And I still won.
Give me a time.
Who's this? Not sure for what just yet.
So close when he pulled that shit out of his ass. That is fucked up.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away. Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Here's why I'm scared of pass, because there's nothing else I can do with this. That's what happens. There we go. Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Wow. Okay, I need to redo my cards here because what I have is no longer working. So let's go to the tent. First of all, let's see if there's anything my men need. Ooh, we got all kinds of things. Okay. Enable the construction near camp structures. That is a very good one. Mess hall. Units will take up 25% of recruitment. Okay. That's a hard one to get. I'll do that. Okay, decrease the gold cost, creating units by 25%. Training. Okay. Use these quite often, actually. 8,000. Can't afford that. 5,000. His fault. Dimensional units. Enable you to recruit new support units in the command tent. Dimensional units to blah blah blah. Let's see if that's beneficial now, today. That one would not be too bad. These guys are not too bad. Like him. Multipliers. I'm gonna go with these guys. Okay. Next time I'll do their mess hall. That's 5,000. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at my cards. Okay, let's get rid of this card. That card brings me a lot of heartache. I need multipliers. This one's not too bad. I haven't used this one. What's up, William? Not much funny. She does okay. This card can get pretty nasty if I need it to. Oh, I can max now to 200. Ah, I just caught that. Okay. Let me do some rearranging here. Oh my god. I'm so cold. I'm not a creature of the cold. Okay. See, just get rid of my deck completely. Except for my traps. Okay. Let's think here. Damage a unit by 2 if it was destroyed, repeat this ability. So, like my pop. Anything that multiplies is good. Just 8 numbers. Okay. This one hasn't done me very good. I don't have this card? What the heck happened to this? Sure, I had some of those cards. I like this card, it's great. Okay, let's go back to some basics. Maybe for this one, the bear will be a good one. This one might be great. Okay, so if I play that one with my wagon dudes, because these are really weak, and then I play that with it, that would be great. These guys right here might not be too bad. Someone will copy to the unit. Let's try to put that in there. Simple deck, but it's very straightforward. It's more of a numbers game. It's not great. Let's see what this does. If I lose this time around, then I'll go ahead and
Stop your yapping and start digging.
Oh, man. That's not the card I wanted. Fuck.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target. Thing about slings, they hide well. Hey?
Anytime they get to the 3-card thing, fuck kill. Increase counter by 1 and damage generating by 2. You can find this unit counter. Wait. Wings because I got no one in the field. Battle. I try though, but that means that I need to get more. If this is how most of the battles are going to be, I need to get numbers. Anything that multiplies my crew. Oh, that's cool. Hey, people on the hills, we hereby order 5 barrels of cured beef, 40 links of juniper sausage, 5 sides of pork, 10 dozen goose eggs, 20 snacks of rye flour. Payment issued in gold. Warning, goods must be tightly packed so as not to attract monsters. We bear no responsibility for accidents. Okay. Cool. That's good. Let me go and grab a snack myself. I shall return. BRB. Yeah, I'm back. Having some pork rinds. Probably gonna die of a heart attack one of these days, but eh. Had a good run. One must venture beneath the earth. Traverse miles along passages, peer into chasms that seem to stretch into eternity. Before long, foreigners can begin to lose all their sense of time and space. The mine shaft appear identical one after the other and is reflected in a mirror fashion form of mountainous crystal. Wow. Use your leader's ability. Look into the eye of your foe. What separates you is only but a mirror. Okay? No, I'm just custom deck, it doesn't matter what I do. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Use your leader's ability. Choose a stone, swap it. Can be arranged in a specific pattern. So we're supposed to like tic-tac-toe? What am I doing here? No. Alright, hold on. Alright, so I'm supposed to mirror what I'm seeing. Okay. At least that's if I'm understanding this right. I gotcha. I only move in certain directions. Okay. Wait, what? That's not where I wanted to go. Got it. So that one goes. I'm trying to figure out how this is moving. I would probably do the puzzle. Alright. I got you. Alright, let's restart this real quick. Yes. Let's restart. Alright. This thing here. Okay, if I click on here, it goes over here. What happens when... So that one goes over there. Okay. Goes up. Alright guys, I'm dyslexic as hell, so this is really fucking with my brain. Now, this goes up, this goes down. Where do you go? Switch here. Alright, where do you fucking go? Okay, let's see, okay, so this goes here, this goes here, this swaps with this one. Okay. No, I didn't want to swap with that one. That was fun. There's scorpions out into your armory and can be found at the thing. Let's see what you do. Alright. My men need some, they're freezing their ass out, so of course they're grumpy. Damage all enemies by 3. Ooh, delightful. Really like this one. I still haven't had to play the other one yet. Now, I will have to say though, hold on, let's go back to the camp. Let's go back to over here. is this possible? Madness, pure madness. Everywhere looks exactly the same. How am I supposed to remember? So many corridors, shafts, and chambers. Have to keep moving, and then what? I don't remember treasure, but what kind? I don't care what anybody says. Dwarves have like the best stuff sometimes. What's the human doing here?
The dwarves are demanding a pretty sum, but their steel's worthy of any crown. No offense meant, but Rivian blades don't hold a candle to their Mahakaman cousins. Their elders just a tad eccentric.
It's funny. Wait. It's funny, even though these things have like green on it, it's still pretty easy to miss. This poor vendor. Your Majesty, human traveler, he's offers to sell us treasure maps. Says he saw it once, but got caught up in the blizzard and now feels a return to the mountains. Yet he swears by the gods, should we follow this exactly, we shall uncover untold riches. Yeah, let's just... Wait, I was just there. Doing your shit.
Meave noted a crowd of dwarves. They were several dozen, many holding baskets brimming with dried sausages, soft, puffy pretzels, and jugs of frothy beer.
What is this gathering?
She asked Gabor.
These folk, they're the parents of youngsters who are to return today from their Dreckthag.
Gabor proceeded to explain that the Dreckthag was a trek upon which the local dwarves would embark when they reached maturity. During this year-long voyage, young folk would taste of life beyond their home. Yet if they failed to return on time, they would be stripped of all rights and privileges accorded to Mahakam's natives.
See, in recent years, young folks' blood's been boiling on account of the strict laws in force here.
Gabor added.
So, we send them out. Let them taste life in the lowlands. Once they've learned for themselves what it's like to live among humans, they come back and ain't likely to complain.
Customarily, only a few dwarves ever decided to remain in the valleys for good. That year, however, was different.
Deadline's the Mora, and 40 Dreckthagers still haven't returned.
Their parents now worried if some misfortune had not befallen them. The Mahakaman Guard had sent out patrols to the near reaches of the valleys. They returned not having seen anything distressing, while the humans living at the foot of the massif had been largely unwilling to talk. The guard captain, a dwarf with a fiery red beard, removed his helmet, wiped the sweat from his brow, and addressed Meave.
Your Majesty, we need to find our youth. Perhaps you'd be willing to go out and search. Human folk are more like to tell you if they saw anything out of the ordinary of late. Naturally, there'd be something in it for you too.
One could say I myself have lost a son.
Meave gripped the captain's hand firmly.
And I know well the pain that comes. I shall do all in my might to spare you at least that.
Meve set off, the hopeful gazes of the dwarven parents bidding her farewell. The Queen sent a scout ahead. Sometime later, she heard his horn. 3 blasts. 2 short, 1 long.
An ambush!
Meve expected to combat beasts or robbers. Yet upon her force descended warriors with squirrel tails attached to their helms. Scoia'tael.
And my deck is not ready. Okay, standard battle. I don't have the right deck for this. I need to load the last checkpoint because I'm not ready for this. Okay, so I need to have Rayla. Something's gotta give. It's a square tail. They're not much of a. Okay, this is not much more of a numbers game this time around. Maybe it is. Let's see. Deploy, spawn and play Garbor. Left hook of Garbor, bottomless pocket. Which does. Too many dudes that give me 2 damage. Got 2 more cards, I need to add. Can't add any more of these, these are all my golds. Actually. If a different ally is played from hand or moved to the other row, move next to them boosted by 1. To increase my men's morale.
Meve Gabor custom the Gar.
Yep.
One could say I myself.
The Queen.
Yep. Stop. Okay, I need to find out what on earth do you do.
Scoia'tael! Don't let them escape!
Glediven Vort!
Okay.
Alright, that's no problem.
That's what he does.
Right! Come on! Who's fast?
The Scoia'tael are a plague. They blight all they touch.
Okay, every turn on your end boosts up by 1. Biting Frost is on the enemy's row. Okay, so 3.
got a hearty hankering for Gwent.
Destroy one completely, but he's gonna suffer another one.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
My bear! Okay, destroy the lowest damage enemy unit.
Oh, my little lay.
Oh, that card is just nasty.
I shall not fail!
This guy do not.
Hey?
What do I want to do? It's okay.
Ever have a stone knock out one of your teeth?
Eventually, the more I keep sending to the graveyard, the more I can do damage with
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
Not a fan. Something else to attack. It's alright though. I know how it works. Okay, this one's a 3 random ally from the graveyard. I do have quite a bit in my graveyard.
Tell me you jest.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away. bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Well, if anyone's got any hooch left.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
They used to tire my tongue about that.
Every fucking time. Every time I get close and I fuck it up somehow.
Bayeth Metepar! Enough chit-chat. Draw your weapon. Ha!
None shall tread on us!
Had your kneecaps broken.
Oh, god damn it, dude. Fuck me.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ha!
Now we must stick together.
I just can't execute the 3 stuff. The 3 card. It's the one where I took. Now I'm gonna skip the battle.
As soon as the battle had come to an end, the prisoners were brought before the queen. All, without exception, were dwarves, and all looked to be youthful dwarves.
Mystery solved,
muttered Meve. In fact, these were the missing Drechthaggers. Instead of returning home, they had enlisted with guerrillas fighting for non-human rights. But what had prompted so drastic a decision?
I was impatient. Wanted badly to turn 50. I couldn't wait to see human cities. Vitsima, Tretogor, Novigrad.
Said one of the dwarven prisoners while pressing a bandage to a bleeding wound.
And you know the welcome that awaited me there. I was spit upon and called names. I saw ghettos, massacres. And how was I to go back to the mines after that? We must fight while we still can. Before the humans come to cut us down, we must tell the rest of ours the same. Pull all Mahakam into the fight!
Meve's soldiers stood waiting for her to protest, to accuse the dwarf of lying. But the queen could not pretend she did not understand why the dwarf had taken up arms. Without entering into a discussion, she ordered the prisoners taken to be tried and judged by their kin and elders. Along her way, Meve heard cries. She rushed to see what the ruckus was about. Upon seeing Black Rayla spattered with blood, she expected the worst. Reynard could only confirm the Queen's fears.
She entered the wagon unnoticed, the wagon carrying the prisoners. She then cut their throats, one by one.
40 dwarves. Alone.
They were shackled. They could not defend themselves.
Jesus, Rayla?
Rayla had nothing to say in her defense. In point of fact, she exuded pride.
Mahakam had been free of Scoia'tael, till now. We'd have done all a questionable favour by bringing back a wagon full of enraged youth wearing squirrel tails. They'd have posed as martyrs for a just cause. They'd have shown off their scars and persuaded the clans to make war on humans. All that deserved to be nipped in the bud.
That was not your place to do that, especially since they made it clear our laws were absolute, Rayla. Bad. That's very
Meve
bad.
could see the blood rushing to Reynard's head. When he finally spoke, it was clear he was holding the reins of his emotions, preventing himself from exploding with some difficulty.
Your Grace, we must banish her, drive her off. This was in no way ordinary insubordination. This was a grave crime.
Your Majesty, you know I rarely meddle in your affairs.
Said Isbel.
Yet for this, I cannot remain silent. This woman must go.
I hate to say it, but they're all right. Nope. Sorry.
Rayla, 'tis a fine line that separates a soldier, a warrior, from one who commits murder.
Said Meve.
That line you crossed today. You are to leave my ranks immediately. And never do I wish to see you again.
Rayla said nothing. She merely bowed in an excessively courtly manner, then moved off down the slope. Yet even once she disappeared, a clear red trail remained in the snow where she had passed. A trail of dwarven blood that had dripped from her armor.
Yeah, no, that was not, that was unnecessary. Very unnecessary. They literally just said they're waiting for the youth to come back. She just said, I will keep an eye on them. You know, yeah, they sided with the elves, but they brought him back. They could have just simply just brought him in law and let the dwarves deal with it. That's fine. I can live with this.
The Lyrians remained silent throughout their return. Upon spying their downcast eyes and somber means, the dwarves awaiting the return of their offspring dispersed to their homes, leaving baskets full of treats in the snow. No one asked any questions of Meve. Luckily so, as the Queen would not have known how to answer.
They went to mourn. There was nothing else to say. They brought their kids back just to be murdered. So they literally, by them leaving their treats in the snow, they're practically, their future left them. That's them just no longer, there's no hope. They lost their child, and not even in like a good way. They were murdered while they were ankled. Maybe they would have gone through the process. They would have found a more lenient or a more appropriate punishment for them, but they're murdered, they're dead. So, yeah, there is nothing to say, and there's nothing the Queen can say. If you ever lost anybody from, you know, malpractice, car accident, there's times a lot of people say, I'm sorry for your loss, but the fact is that's the last thing someone wants to hear, and I know because I lost too many people in my short lifetime. And, yeah, there is nothing to be said. So, yeah. That was terrible, Rayla. That was horrible. Okay, neutrality means neglecting our bonds, ignoring our duties while we sit here fiddling our thumbs. Our lowland veterans are dying in program after program. Dwarfs of Mahakam, seize arms, enjoy the squirrel talk, down with the diodine, whatever. Yeah, that was not a good experience.
Didn't he find nothing? Not a trace. What could have happened? Didn't he find nothing? Not a trace. What could have happened?
Yeah, that was not good. Finally. Yes. Does that statue got some big bubbas? What is that? Looks like it's got some big bubbas. Yeah, I know I lost an advantage, but to be honest, I barely got anything from Rayla's card. I mean, I just didn't know how to play her right. Okay, Your Grace. The owner of this trading post, derived by name Draco, has invited you to browse his wares. Let's reverse gain 800 wood. I mean, that's pretty good. I can gain gold pretty easily, but wood's a little harder.
The Queen noted a building with unusually lavish ornamentation, including shining bronze roof tiles and glistening rock crystal window panes. An important clan dwelled there, Gabor explained. The Breckenrigs.
Could you introduce me?
Meve asked.
Perhaps I can convince them to intercede with Bruver on my behalf.
The clan head, Ivar, invited Meve to an exquisite feast. But when she broached the subject of the war raging just outside Mahakam's borders, the dwarf changed the subject at once. Looking around the interior, Meve quickly understood why. The walls were ordained with Nilfgaardian tapestries and rugs. Gifts from friendly Imperial envoys, no doubt. Meve prepared to leave, convinced she had wasted her time, when someone clasped her shoulder and pulled her into a darkened room. Her kidnapper turned out to be a young dwarf, female, it seemed, dressed in her nightshirt. She introduced herself as Ivar's daughter, Eudora Breckenrigs, and openly admitted she had eavesdropped on Meve's dinner conversation.
Listen, me dad's stubborner than an old goat, but I'll convince him to help ye. For a wee favour, that is.
What?
I like how the women even have beards.
I want you to steal something from the clan archive. Historiae Mahakamorum, 'tis called. See, me dad won't let me betroth me sweetikin Zoltan. Says the codex forbids marrying a dwarf who's left the mountains. But there's precedent. Just such a case described in that document. If I can show it to Da, he'll have to change his mind.
Meve felt sympathy for Eudora and wanted to help her, especially considering the favor Eudora could do her in return. But she fully realized if her attempt to break into the archive ended badly, it would result in a tremendous scandal Bruver Hoog would not soon forget.
Can I say maybe? Sultan, if you don't remember Sultan in the game was like Gerald's right-hand man. He was a dwarf. You can find him in one of the cities. And he does help you fight in multiple battles throughout the game. He's also really, you see him on and off in the books. I mean, this is kind of risky. She can convince him. But here's the thing, though. Let's see. What should I do here? This is kind of hard because it's not an immediate response. Let's see. I'm trying not to have any attachment. The Sultan is actually pretty cool. The Sultan kind of left the dwarves a long time ago. He lives in the villages. He's one of the few dwarves that are not returned. He returns here and there, but nothing like this. Let's see. So this is one of those point turning situations where I would love to help her and get the house, but the problem is if I break this law, the dwarves will forever turn their back on me and I'm fucked. Okay. There is no mention of this in the books. No, this is like from some side story or something, I guess. Oh, maybe in the comics. I haven't read the comics yet. I don't know what to do here. The correct thing is to say, no, I'm sorry, I know you want to marry a boy, but I'm not going to risk pissing off the king. I'd rather continue going through the whole quest of killing as many monsters and losing as horribly as I can, all the way through. My commander just slaughtered a bunch of dwarves. Everything about this is just not good. So I'm gonna
Listen, I wish all the best for you and Zeltan.
Zoltan.
Eudora corrected.
Yes, right. Zoltan. In any case, it's too risky. I've much to gain from the support of your clan, but if the mission ended in failure, I'd lose even more.
Eudora shrugged and returned to her bedroom. Meve resumed her interrupted journey, wondering if the dwarf would find some other way to betroth her beloved Zoltan.
I mean, I feel bad, but it's just way too risky. Literally, my commander just killed 40 dwarves without going through dwarven process. And now this, it will be way too much. Yeah, I know, that's not...
Bonny homes, eh? Just slightly different from those straw-covered kludges of yours.
I mean, it would be great to get the support, but not like that. Not like that.
Ah, you thundering dope! I told you to hold your horses or you'll shake the hitch loose.
Oh, now you're a bleeding expert, are you? You overloaded the damn cart, that's why it's busted.
A wagon lay strewn across the middle of the road. Behind it stood others, some loaded with gold, jewels, and other valuables, others groaning under barrels of pickled meat. Each dwarf had his own theory about how the accident had come about, and thundered it out to all and sundry, peppered with choice invectives.
An odd caravan.
Meve said.
They don't look like merchants.
Nah, they ain't.
Gabor answered.
Dwarves of the Ferns clan, carrying gifts for the Drake. Remember Keltilus? When he took roost here, Fernses fought him for near a century. Then the dragon got weary of fighting and they realised he weren't going nowheres, so they cut a deal. He didn't bother them. They give him what he needs.
Well, well. And these offerings they send often?
Every week. Excuse me, got to separate them lads, or they tear out each other's beards. Hey there! Cool your idiot heads!
That's how they keep...
Gabor managed to douse his brethren's fiery tempers, but the wagon still lay across the road, blocking all traffic.
Queen,
said Xavier.
There's an easy repair. I have the tools, the parts. Need but your permission.
Of course. Go see what can be done.
Xavier did indeed make quick work of the problem. Within moments, the wagon was rolling smoothly down the road, good as new.
Well, shaft me, your highness,
said one of the dwarves.
Your engineer's got a pate like stewed meat, but he kens his trade, that's for certain.
I'll convey your words to him. Or at least part of them.
Me and the lads will be on our way now, but first, take this. Bit of gold by way of thanks.
Your engineer got a pate like stew meat. It's can't trade. That's for certain. Yeah, I don't need to pay.
I appreciate the offer, but I cannot accept coin for helping a traveller in need. Common decency it is.
Huh? In our times, decency ain't common at all, but as you wish. Farewell.
The dwarf bowed in parting, shook the snow off his beard, then rejoined his caravan. Within a few moments, the wagons had disappeared around the bend.
That might come back later. Like I said, I must be good with these people, or do good. And the worst part is, there's not a lot of resources out here, so gotta keep that in mind. Okay, my lady. This forge belonged to a famous armorer by the name of Nikos Gags. Truly never in my life have I seen finer studded leather and mail. He's willing to sell, but not for coin, for the buried up of his neck. But he is buried up to his neck in it. Yeah, he's got a lot of money. Instead, he asks for labor. New hands he can train to work in the forge. Sure, guys. That's 4 dudes. Totally worth it. I really do enjoy this game. This is a really well-made game, and it does reference to a lot of stuff from the books and the game. So I don't regret waiting this long to play it. Well then.
A pillar of smoke rose above the mountains, and a sooty aroma filled the air.
Fire!
Gabor said, then took a deep sniff.
Perhaps a bolt struck some barren trees?
No.
Meave said curtly.
I know that scent too well. All Edirn reeked of it. It's the smell of burning homes.
The Lyrians quickened their gait. Soon they saw a town fully aflame, and a roaring, furious dragon above it.
That's your Celtibus?
Gascon asked, shielding his eyes from the sharp glare emanating from the city.
You were right. Perfectly harmless.
Dinna ken what's got his knickers in a bunch,
the dwarf said, grabbing his axe from his belt.
Queen, we got to make haste to the rescue.
Reynard!
Meave called out.
Have our men wet their cloaks for a modicum of fire protection. We move as soon as they're done.
Your Grace, they are but common soldiers to fight a dragon.
I know, but we must help them, or at least try.
While Reynard went to pass on the order, Meave turned to Gabor.
This dragon, has it any weakness?
Fear not,
said the sombre dwarf.
Except a fondness for raw meat.
Meave nodded and swallowed dryly. Despite the cold, she felt sweat pour down her scalp. Stifling her fear, Meave gave the order to attack, and her soldiers rode into the flaming city. From up close, Keltalis looked even more terrifying. Though enormous, he moved with shocking agility, like a lizard scurrying over sand. With one swing of his paw, he snapped the necks of 3 dwarves, then bisected a fourth with a powerful bite. After that, he turned his attention to the Lyrians.
More of you!
He said, twisting his bloody maw into a horrifying smile.
God!
Vomiting, volcanic lasers. Okay, eliminate. Okay, it's gonna be crazy. This might be my last battle for the night because it's 9:23 and I gotta get ready for bed. That might do something.
Behind me! Stay together!
On the opponent's side. After 3 turns, the star move to the opponent's side and damage all units there by 1.
Ha!
You haven't killed the dragon. It has to be possible.
Your Grace, we're taking losses!
Ah, shite! He's raging now! Watch out!
Okay, every turn you star force to adjacent units to no adjacent.
Behind me! Stay together!
The chase is on!
You haven't killed a dragon. It has to be possible.
Naturally. At once.
Ah, shite! He's raging now! Watch out!
De Grace, we're taking losses! De Grace, he's vulnerable! We must strike now!
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
I need deadly fucking power. This one doesn't do anything. This one I was not able to use, unfortunately. This actually might work this time around. I need to attack it. Things that attack. The traps were fine, but it didn't work with this now. Things that shoot on the first turn. This might work. That's my shooting, guys. Oh, it's getting late. Okay, no. Not very strong. Gotta work hard at
A pillar of Valyrian's
Reynard!
Mead called out,
Have our men wet their cloaks for a modicum.
while Reynard went to stifling.
Fight the dragon. This can actually backfire.
Behind me! Stay together! Ah!
Up and kill the dragon. It has to be possible.
De Grace, we're taking losses!
Ah, shite! He's raging now! Watch out!
Tell me you jest.
De Grace, he's vulnerable! We must strike now!
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
catch 'em all!
Damn it, that's so close. Not too far. He's gonna be no good.
Behind me! Stay together!
Have her done in a jiffy.
Ah!
That would kill the dragon. It has to be possible.
Your Grace, we're taking losses!
Ah, shite! He's raging now! Watch out!
We'll catch 'em all!
That day, many Lyrians perished, either to the dragon's all-consuming fire or to its flesh-rending claws. Yet their sacrifice was not in vain. Together with the dwarves, they were able to grievously wound Celtulis, forcing him to flee. The howls of the wounded monster rang throughout the valley.
That's right, howl, you scurvy snake! Shouldn't he ever attacked us, eh? Damn fuel lizard!
Meave, that's Vavrenik, elder of the town and all the Ferences.
My regards and condolences.
Eh, tain't so bad. If nae for ye, wouldn't there be a stone left unrubbled? To be honest, when I caught wind some human queen come to Mahakam looking for aid, I said a crocus would sprout twixt my cheeks afore I'd vote aye on that. Gonna be a fear to look in my breeches after, but changed my mind. After what I saw today, what ye did for us, you've the support and undying gratitude of all Ferences.
Nice.
Thank you. Faced with a Nilfgaardian peril, that means a great deal.
Forgive me for interrupting this tear-tugging scene of interracial reconciliation, but I can't hold back no longer. Vavrenik! Double shice! What happened? Why'd Celtulis attack?
I ken as much as ye, meaning squat diddly. Just flew up, started spewing flames, half the town lit up in a flash.
Sheepshank! 300 years I've been a good neighbour.
What's done's done. Gotta think about the future. The Drake's just taking a breather. Gotta finish him off before he's regained form.
Meaning we haven't much time. He heals like an alchemist's pup. And the nearest guards are miles away. He'll be up flying again before they get here.
Aye, that's what I thought. Perhaps, Your Grace, you'd,
What? Jest you must.
I ken you're tired frae the fight, dinna want to risk casualties, etc. But remember, the beast's sleeping on a bed of gold and rubies. All belonging by right to Brother, of course. But if quibbling some wandered off, he'd nae notice.
Oh man. I mean, it'll be good if I got rid of all the monsters in the land. 4 gold, because I need some gold. But I really don't feel like fighting a dragon again. Fuck it.
I admit that does alter my calculations. Besides, the dragon was badly wounded.
Putting it featherly, blood poured out of him like a leaky bladder. Just needs a coup de grace.
Fine. I'll do the deed.
Ken you'd see the light.
Oi, Vavrenek. This lady's gonna make your rump a regular crocus garden.
Aye. Queen's doing us a great service. One that'll profit us both.
Yes, I need to get in good graces with these
So,
people.
where is Keltulus's lair?
Not through here. It's a vast cavern. Ye canna miss it.
Meve bid farewell to Vavrenek and set out on her way. Did her way lead to the dragon's lair, you ask? Shh. Let's not spoil the surprise.
This game is amazing. Alright, is there any gold in here? No, there is some over there. Yes. Alright, before we go... Oh, it's right there. Okay, well let's at least loot first. Let me see if I can get some stuff to, you know, increase the morale of my men who just got mauled horribly, charted horribly, or all the above.
That stings.
Where did I go? Before I head that way, let's head south. Some more on my men. The other way. Our men are going, why the fuck are we fighting a dragon again? What are we doing here? Okay. Is there anything I can get for? Okay, so I think right here is a really good spot to stop. Oh, this has been a hell of a report. Like, I hate having to turn away the girl for Sultan, but again, Black Rayla just murdered a bunch of people. I cannot be breaking the law twice. I need these folks to be on my good side to continue to fight the war. I might regret that a little bit later, kind of like I almost tried to kill the bandit. Whoopsie. But for now, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully that won't bite me in the ass a little bit later. But maybe I'll have another option to commandeer the item she's requesting. I'm pretty sure this is another way to convince him to do things. Especially if she falls in the grace of the dwarves. Maybe she might be able to convince her father to go, hey, your daughter loves this dude. Blah, blah, blah. Schmackety, 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 schmackety. Alright, guys. So with that... Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Night night.